What's going on, child of God? It's your girl Ebony, and I'm back with another video, another message, another level of understanding, another word from the Most High God. And guys, I'm going to go ahead and read in obedience what God has me reading to you guys. This is from Isaiah chapter 11, and I'm just going to read the whole chapter of 11, okay? So this is called the branch from Jesse. A shoot will come up from the stump of Jesse. From his roots, a branch will bear fruit. So you guys can see, okay? The Spirit of the Lord will rest on him, the Spirit of wisdom and of understanding, the Spirit of counsel and of might, the Spirit of the knowledge and the fear of the Lord. And he will delight in the fear of the Lord. He will not judge by what he sees with his eyes or decide by what he hears with his ears, but with righteousness he will judge the needy. With justice he will give decisions for the poor of the earth. He will strike the earth with the rod of his mouth. With the breath of his lips he will slay the wicked. Righteousness will be in his belt, and faithfulness the sash around his waist. The wolf will live with the lamb. The leopard will lie down with the goat. The calf and the lion and yearling together, and a little child will lead them. The cow will feed with the bear. Their young will lie down together, and the lion will eat straw like the ox. The infant will play near the cobra's den, and the young children will put its hands into the viper's nest. They will neither harm nor destroy on all my holy mountain, for the earth will be filled with the knowledge of the Lord as the waters cover the sea. And that day, the root of Jesse will stand as a banner for the peoples. The nation will rally to him, and his resting place will be glorious. And that day, the Lord will reach out his hand a second time to reclaim the surviving remnant. God is coming back for his people. He's taking them out of confusion. There are a lot of people that has been praying for their lost ones, praying for their loved ones, praying for the ones that they are troubled in spirit about, whether it's relatives, close friends, or childhood friends, or family members in which you guys were once close knitted together and somehow been torn apart or separated through the loss of time or through division, any type of trap that they might have been on or encounterment they've had on their path of walking in life or discovering God. They may have strayed away from God, or you guys had just chosen different paths, and along this journey one of your relatives or one of your loved ones has been lost. You know, God is telling you to comfort yourselves with the prayers that you have prayed, that he hears your prayers, that they are going to be found. God is working with them. He's going to bring them out of the confusion, out of the darkness, he says, out of the things that is keeping them wayward or stuck in a season of their life. So God is here sending me to let you guys know that he hears your prayers. He hears your concern. He hears your heart bleeding. He hears the pain that you're carrying, the burdens of other people that you care about, that he wants you guys to know or reassure you guys. He wants me to reassure you guys on what you can do and the weight of this thing to come to pass. He wants you to find wisdom, find the love in his words, the life in his words. And I want to continue to read. It says here, and that day the Lord will reach out his hand a second time to reclaim the surviving remnant of his people from Assyria, from the lower Egypt, from the upper Egypt, from Cush, from Elam, from Babylonia, from Hamath, and from the islands of Mediterranean. He will raise a banner for the nations and gather the exiles of Israel. He will assemble the scattered people of Judah. It doesn't matter how far away they have gone, how lost they seem to be. No matter up, right, left, down, okay? It doesn't matter what position they're in. He's going to recover the scattered. He's going to bring them back into his assembly. It says here, from the four quarters of the earth, Ephraim's jealousy will vanish, and Judah's enemies will be destroyed. Ephraim will not be jealous of Judah, nor Judah hostile towards Ephraim. They will swoop down on the slopes of the Philistia to the west together. They will plunder the people to the east. They will subdue Edom and Moab, and the Ammonites will subject to them. The Lord will dry up the gulf of the Egyptian sea. With a scorching wind, he will sweep his hand over the Euphrates River. He will break it up into 7 streams so that anyone can cross over in sandals. There will be a highway for the remnant of his people that is left from Assyria, as there was for Israel when they came up from Egypt. God is saying, sing songs of praise. Okay? He's coming through for you. He's coming through. I'm going to read this last chapter, but God is saying, be of good courage. Be of good strength. No more would you have to go into these modes of depression for your loved ones. It says, in that day you will say, I will praise you, Lord. Although you were angry with me, your anger has turned away, and you have comforted me. Surely God is my salvation. I will trust and not be afraid. The Lord himself is my strength and my defense. He has become my salvation. With the joy you will draw water from the wells of salvation. And that day you will say, give praise to the Lord. Proclaim his name. Make known among the nations what he has done, and proclaim that his name is exalted. Sing to the Lord, for he has done glorious things. Let this be known to all the world. Shout aloud and sing for joy, people of Zion, for great is the Holy One of Israel among you. God is saying there is certain demons that your loved ones are facing or battling, and they have been lost in their mind for decades, or for so long of a time that nobody has been able to deliver them from this thing. That the illness that has been coming amongst them has made you lost your faith in God, or trust that God is real altogether. God is saying he's going to do something so mighty that only you would know that it was a thing of God that was done. This thing is going to be so beautiful that God is going to show and reveal his light unto you, his truth, who he is to you, through that deliverance of that loved one, because nobody could bring this person back to reality. God is showing me right now in spirit that the person, it could be your brother. I'm seeing your brother. He's going to come back to the light, and he's going to show you, he's going to talk, he's going to prophesy with his mouth and let you know through the spirit of truth that God is the only one who helped him, who saved him, who brought him out of darkness. These people, your loved one, however it relates to you, I'm hearing strongly in the spirit a brother who has been lost for so long. God is saying he's going to come back into his consciousness, and he's going to let you know that God saved him. And God is telling me to let you know he did this so that you may identify him in him. Okay? God is real, you guys. God hears you even when you don't see it. God is listening even when the midst of the storms are just going crazy around you. All hell is breaking loose. It's chaos in the midst of everything that's going on. God is still walking with you. You understand? So all according to his will. You understand? He says, look not with your eyes. Okay? Look not with your physical eyes. Hear not with your physical ears. Be comforted within him. You will sing a song of praise to God. This is a great thing that is happening within the spirit. I love you, child of God, and I want to comfort you and encourage you with these words of a living life, okay? That God can do things that man cannot, okay? Nothing is impossible for God. He's here and he's in the battle with you. You already won. Just know that once he bring you out or bring your loved ones out, don't forget God in the midst of who did a thing for you. Be well and be blessed in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. I love you so much. You can weather the storm. Be well.